Y'all done caught me in the middle of traveling. We're gonna address something real quick. So y'all just come on in real quick. We're gonna address some things. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute, salute, salute. Got my water. Good morning, AC. Good morning. So, first of all, I appreciate you guys sending me. I'm getting overwhelming responses to my video. I appreciate y'all. Um, Somebody sent me something that I want to address real quick in reference to the Kwame Brown phenomenon, right? And people hating on Kwame Brown. I'm gonna do this, and I'm not gonna do it for Kwame Brown. I'm gonna do it for anybody who finds themselves in a position like Kwame Brown. Okay, so that way y'all understand. Good morning, good morning. So that way you understand the importance of what you're doing. Okay. I went to the gym this morning, bro. Whew. I'm dehydrated. Your boy needs some water. Okay, so I'm gonna have a few choice words. I'm hoping that my choice words don't get you fired. So turn the volume down a little bit, or go into the bathroom, or go sit in your car. Okay. I don't know why people choose to hate on Kwame Brown. Okay. But I have a few inclinations why. Because they've been trying for years, for months, for days, for seconds, for hours. They've been trying to get their message to resonate. Now, this is the issue. They've been hating on black women. They've been hating on black men. They've been hating on the black community. They've been doing anything and everything they could to promote distraction. And we as black people, or we the people, right? We're saying respectfully, fuck you. I gave you the disclaimer that I was going in. Respectfully, fuck you. Okay? We don't want to hear you bash black women. We don't want to hear you bash black men. We don't want to hear you bash the black community. We trying to level up for real in real life. We trying to do something different in real life. So when you get somebody that comes along that says, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this because I know it to be right. You got to respect that. So whether it's a Kwame Brown, whether it's a Tough Love, whatever it is, you got to respect people's action. This is what I get, though. This is what I get. It's interesting to me that the people that don't like Kwame Brown, when you hear their message, it ain't about shit. And it's not about shit. You see what I'm saying? You give somebody the opportunity to say, okay, well, if you don't want us to like Kwame Brown, you want us to condemn him. He was a celebrity basketball player. You don't want us to listen to him. You want us to listen to you. Cool. What you got to say? And when you get your 5 minutes of fame and you start talking, it's like, bruh, hey, look, you can't tell me to hate on people that look like me. You can't tell me not to want to build my community. You can't tell me how to empower other people or not empower other people. It seems like to me that people are hating on Kwame Brown because they can't be Kwame Brown. They can't be in Kwame Brown's position. You tell me not to listen to a celebrity or a basketball player, but you want me to listen to you. Okay, cool. What are you saying? What message are you sending? It seems like to me like you've had an opportunity to talk your shit. Let me break this down for y'all. YouTube is a big ass platform. I ain't talking about black YouTube. I ain't talking about goddamn the beef sector. YouTube is a big platform. That means that whatever your message is, there is room for it. For some reason, people feel like Kwame Brown should be silenced, not be on YouTube, but they promote their message. They promote their message of distraction, of hatred, of dysfunction. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, why do you feel like your message is more important than his message? I listened to a man say that you guys are following Kwame Brown and you should be speaking for yourself. Okay. It was okay when said man had people promoting him, had people disrespecting others on his behalf, had people doing heinous and crazy shit on his behalf. But when people start saying, well, protect Kwame Brown at all cost, whatever the fuck that means. But the fact of the matter is, it's good morning, good morning. It's interesting to me that people feel like their message and what they have to say is the only thing that's important. Bruh, sometimes you got to share the spotlight. You got to share the spotlight. I have never heard Kwame Brown, to my knowledge, tell anybody, stop listening to such and such. Don't go to their channel. There's no way in the world you're going to listen to me and listen to them. But the people that do not like Kwame Brown are saying don't listen to Kwame Brown, which I think it's funny. Lawrence, I see you. I think it's funny. Like, what are you hating on? I mean, let's talk realistic. Let's talk realistic. You don't like Kwame Brown because, one, you don't have people's respect. One, your message is dying out. Two, if you can't hate on nobody, you don't have content. That's the real problem. If you can't sit here and hate on someone, if you can't sit here and promote dysfunction, you don't have content. You don't have anything people want to hear. You're right. Everybody talks about super chats. My whole thing about it is, it's like the people that mention the super chats in their videos, I'm gonna be honest with you, those are the type of people that they're just doing it for the super chats. So when you hear the Hassan Campbells and the, you know, all these other YouTubers or whatever, because that's what they're all about. That's their main thing. That's their main thing. Here's the thing. I feel like if you hold on just a minute. I definitely feel like talking about people's super chats or whatever case it be, it's irrelevant. If people want to give to your platform and support you because they like your message, then it is what it is. My whole thing about it is, man, what's your message? Is your message building up the black community? Is it empowering people? Salute, good morning, good morning. And I just feel like a lot of these people they've had the opportunity to do good things. They've had the opportunity to build people up. They've had the opportunity to do right, but for some reason, that's not what they wanted to do. They didn't want to empower people. They didn't want to boost people up. They didn't want to bring people together. They wanted to separate people. They wanted to divide people. They wanted to empower themselves by degrading others. And I'm trying to figure out, well, why hate on Kwame Brown? Good morning, good morning. Why hate on him? So really how I feel about the situation is, if you're a person and you feel like you have a message that you feel is positive, that you feel that is very much needed, be strong in your conviction to tell your message, to tell your story, to give your testimony. Don't let other people discourage you from speaking up or speaking out. And I think that this is one of those situations. I've seen Kwame Brown get attacked from all types of ways. And I tagged some people in this because I want them to replay this video. And you can start at this point right here. I've seen people attack Kwame Brown from all types of ways, calling him a bust, talking about who he didn't stand up to, talking about, you know what I'm saying, he's self-proclaimed the people's champ, talking about super chats. And my whole thing about, at the end of the day, is what he doing positive? Is what he's saying positive? If he's telling men to be men, how is that bad? If he's telling women to be women, how is that bad? If he's telling us to get back to promoting the black community and each other, how is that bad? Only a jackass, a dumbass, a person that want to promote destruction and distraction would say what Kwame Brown doing is bad. But see what happened, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. What's happening right now, Kwame Brown is taking money out of their pocket, taking views away from them. And this is how we get down to the deeper conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Right? This is how we get to the deeper conversation. Normally, despite how many subscribers you get and how many views you get or how long you've been on YouTube or whatever, normally when somebody hears a message that resonates with them, they tend to go with that message. And what I mean by go with that message, this is what happens. What happens is, if I say something right now that resonates, it may cause you to look at your life different. It may inspire you to start doing things that you were not doing, that you were procrastinating with before. And what happens is, as you tend to get empowered, right? You tend to leave all of that other fuck shit alone. You stop wasting your time with fuck shit. Those other channels that's hating on the man, that's what's happening. What's good? What's good? That's what's happening. When you remind people of their worth, when you remind people that knowing their worth is important, they tend to stop listening to things that devalue their worth. And that's what's happening right now. If I sit up here and I say, hey, ladies, we love the natural you. Now, there's going to be some people that say, you know what? Okay, cool. I'm glad a black man said that. Hey, fellas, hey, make sure that you pride yourself in your appearance, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The issue is that these same people have been promoting the same song and dance for years. They've been getting paid off of YouTube, and they've reached a certain plateau where they feel like, okay, they could just talk and say whatever. But see, what happens is when you get somebody like Kwame Brown, it forces you to choose bullshit over something that's going to be real shit. And they don't like that. They don't like anybody who's going to come and tell you there's a better way to do this. There's something better you can listen to. There's something better you can get behind. There's something better you can join forces with. Because a motherfucker that's hating on you, boy, they pull out the stops. They pull out the stops to make sure motherfuckers don't listen to you. They pull out the stops. I'm telling you, they pull out the stops. I listened to a motherfucker say shit about Kwame Brown, which I thought was funny, and say how nobody should listen to Kwame Brown, but they should listen to him. And I'm thinking like, okay, well, what are you saying that he's not saying that you feel people should follow you? And I'm just like, bro, you're not saying a motherfucking thing. You ain't building shit up. You ain't building shit up. And you're fucking, instead of you saying Kwame Brown has these subscribers that are trying to protect him at all costs. But my whole thing about it is you have the same fanatics on your side that do a bunch of fuck shit. Because I don't believe in doxing. I don't believe talking about people's families. I don't believe in all of that. But these type of people that are hating on Kwame Brown, that's what they do. They believe in doing all that fuckery and foolery. And my thought process is, until you run across somebody that's not playing with you. So my thought process is, if Kwame Brown is trying to say, man, let's build, man. Let's build. Fuck all the bullshit. Let's get this shoe drive going. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you use my content, let you use my name and all this other shit or whatever. My thought process is, how many of these people hating on Kwame Brown is allowing that to happen? Y'all talk to me. How many people that is hating on Kwame Brown, that are making videos and saying everything about Kwame Brown, how many people are allowing other people to eat, per se? Reggie said people nowadays hate for clout or money. It's not the message no more. It's like, it's the likes, shares, and attention that people want. I'm sorry, social media platforms is destroying our culture. I agree with you. I agree with you. But see, that's why I said you have to find something of value. You have to listen to people that resonate with you, that make you want to do positive and do better. The issue is that a lot of people that pride themselves on saying it's entertainment to curse out black women, it's entertainment to bash black men, it's entertainment to disrespect the black community. That was the go-to. That's the narrative. So when you get somebody that's like, that say, I don't pride myself on doing those things, and they're different. And that's what people need to understand, that for the people that didn't like that shit, For the people that didn't respect, you know what I'm saying, you bashing black women, you bashing black men in the black community, it's a whole plethora of people that didn't agree with that. So a whole fucking shitload of people who didn't agree with that. So of course they're going to resonate with Kwame Brown. If he's not doing it, duh. Of course they're going to resonate. Of course they're going to shy away from you. That's why when Hassan Campbell is glorifying the streets, y'all stop sending. Listen, stop sending me shit about fucking Hassan Campbell, please. I'm tired of talking about him. Okay. He's fucking glorifying this. 1 minute he's glorifying the streets, and the next minute he's a fucking victim. Like I don't. The dude is confused. He's confused. But the fact of the matter is, this is why Hassan Campbell would lose a lot of his following, because again, people are leveling up. And when I say leveling up, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about they're building their families up. They're trying to teach their sons there is more to life than street life. They're trying to teach their daughters there's more to life than just twerking and partying and fucking. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to teach people how to actually go out there and be productive citizens. It's not about rocking a nigga snot box and turning off the TV. It says Kwame is what we needed. I think Kwame, and I've said this before, and I think Kwame has heard me. I think he was in the chat a couple times or whatever. I don't think Kwame is saying anything new. I don't think Kwame Brown is saying anything new. I think because of who Kwame is, that what he's saying resonates more. You see what I'm saying? I think Kwame's saying, okay, if you say, okay, hey, what would Hassan say? Something about $60 million or some odd crap or whatever. So you're saying, I really don't need the money. Okay, cool. That's good. One. You were a celebrity before the YouTube shit. Okay, two. And then you got a virtue that you speak with common sense. Just a raw common sense that people can relate to. It's not about trying to speak over people's head. It's not about a whole lot of other fuck shit. People can relate to simplistic common sense shit. But see, this is the great thing, and I think this is why a lot of content creators have a respect for Kwame Brown, because you say what you say in the position that you're in, and you allow people to say, well, I'm going to replay this or restream it on my page or whatever, and you not have a problem with it. I think, to me, that showcases he wants everyone not only to get the message out there, but he wants everyone to benefit. And I think that, to me, is good. I think that, to me, is good. But I don't think he's the first one who that have said the things that he said. I've heard coding before. I've heard trade schools before. But it's just the fact of who he is makes it sound that much more important. And it brings a relevance to it, because you don't find a lot of celebrities that were actual celebrities off of YouTube come to YouTube, and now they're talking about things that affect you and your communities. I think that's good. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, to be honest with you, at the end of the day, a lot of these motherfucking content creators that have such a hatred or disrespect for this man, they're hating on them because they can't find. First of all, you know what I noticed? Salute. I noticed that a lot of motherfuckers, they don't really know how to hold your attention with anything positive. They don't really know how to build up people. Like they know how to talk shit. They know how to joke. They know how to, deflect. They know how to point at other things, but they don't know how to build you up. They don't know how to motivate you for real. They don't know how to say, hey, look, let's start traveling. Let's get a passport. Let's start investing. Let's talk about stocks. Let's talk about building. Let's talk about love languages. Let's talk about life and happiness. And like they don't know how to talk about things that's going to resonate to really have you level up. Like everything they talk to you is surface level shit. A lot of these content creators that don't like Kwame Brown always talking surface level shit. They say what he said is new because they took trades out of school. But I've heard it before. I mean, being a military veteran. I want to smack my door. Hold on. being a military veteran, we've talked about coding in schools. We've talked about trade schools. We've talked about a lot, especially when you have people who've they come from the urban parts of different places, Louisiana, New York. You know, they've come from the urban parts, and then now you're in the military or whatever. Now you're right there on that middle class. So you get a lot of conversations like the conversations that Kwame Brown is having or whatever. But again, I think it is important for people to, like Kwame Brown, to speak out. I think what it does for us, it says, okay, well, we're glad that people that have reached a certain echelon, they understand that things are needed, you know what I'm saying, in our school system. Good morning, good morning. They understand that. So I think it's dope. I think it's dope. I think it's dope to hear people have conversations about building our communities and actually put an action for it. I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? And then you bring people on and have that conversation as well or whatever. The issue is that there's a lot of toxic motherfuckers on social media. There's a lot of narcissistic motherfuckers on social media, and they just want you to sit down and embellish and promote. I appreciate that. I appreciate Joel Harris says the doxing wars all involved in the January 6th insurrection should be charged on the murder for the killing Capitol policemen and everyone who helped them, including the politicians. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much. But I think it's wonderful to sit down and have people come together and say, let's talk about building our communities. Let's talk about empowering our men and women. But the issues are with a lot of these content creators, they ain't empowering shit. They ain't doing nothing for nobody. They don't give a fuck about nobody. And what's crazy about it is they don't even have fans. They have fanatics. They have people who blindly follow them, who hide their faces behind the screen and cheer for them to bash men and women. Like I don't, bruh. I don't know. To me, that's ridiculous. Let me get my water. I like that. He says Kwame is not just talking, he's doing. And I think that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? When you put action, you know what I'm saying, with your words. I think that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And people don't, I'm telling you, for anybody that finds themselves in a position where you have to go against the odds are against you. Stay the course. Stay focused. It's gonna be tedious, you know what I'm saying? But stay the course. Stay the course. You know what I'm saying? If you have a message and it's building people up, it's bringing people together, it's promoting a different narrative, stay the course. And that's what I think Kwame Brown, to me, if I was to give him any advice, I would tell him to stay focused. Because people are going to come out of nowhere and say, well, you should change this up. You should start talking about this. You're not doing enough of this. Okay, motherfuckers. Let me get in here real quick. Okay, check it out. He don't have to do nothing. This is when y'all replay this and y'all restream this shit, I want you to play this. Kwame Brown does not have to do fucking shit for your community. He don't have to do nothing. He could really just sit on his tractor and go farm and do whatever he wants to do. The fact that he is trying to say, hey, I realize that there's an issue, and not that he's the spokesman for it, but the fact that he's saying something about it and saying, I'm going to put my effort towards it, bruh. I mean, I don't know what more you want. He shouldn't be doing no more than these politicians doing. These community activists, Black Lives Matter, why would he be doing more than them? The same rhetoric, the same narrative, the same static, the same vocal tone that you have for Kwame Brown, how you're making videos and videos hating on him. Won't you address Black Lives Matter? Won't you address your local politicians? Won't you go down to City Hall and fucking rave and rant about what they're not doing? But you sit on social media talking about Kwame Brown ain't doing this and Kwame Brown ain't that. And my thought process is, why does Kwame Brown have to do anything? He don't have to. He ain't got to do a motherfucking thing. They want the man to put the community on his back and spend all his money on them. Exactly. Y'all want me to say some shit to piss some people off? Let me do this real quick. Fuck them. Fuck them. That's just imagine the audacity of a motherfucker saying, first of all, you ain't helped me get to where I'm at. I'm gonna talk my shit now. Y'all done got me fucked up in this hotel room. You ain't do nothing to get me where I was at. Okay, you wasn't shooting in it. You wasn't shooting in the gym. You ain't do no laps with me. Goddamn it, you ain't goddamn throw the ball back to me. Help me with no layups. You ain't help me work on my left. You ain't do nothing for me. When the boy was growing up and he needed shoes for his 18 feet, you didn't get him no shoes or nothing. So now when he gets into a position where he's worked hard to become the #1 draft pick, now you're telling him what he need to do with his money that he earned. The audacity, the monstrosity. And I'm gonna be honest with you. That's some black community shit. That's some black community shit. I never heard a white person tell a rich white person, well, you need to come on back to the community and do something for the community. Smack a bitch, say what? Come again, say what? Smack a bitch, say what? You ungrateful motherfucker. Bruh. If the man takes time out of his day, whether it's for fucking riding on a fucking tractor, drinking Slurpees, planting fucking walnuts and fucking sunflowers, whatever the fuck it is he do, and say, I want to get online and I want to start a shoe drive. I want to get online and I want to talk about men being men. And that encourages somebody. That benefits somebody's children. Why would you be upset at that? If he makes $7,000 alive and he says, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to give it to this charity, or I'm going to give it to this, why do you then tell him, well, you made $60 million, you only giving $7,000? Bro, that's his money that he earned. How can you tell somebody what to do with their shit? Can you imagine Mario going to the bank and a motherfucker standing beside him? Hold on. You know how you get ready to go off of you. Hold on, wait. Can you imagine? Wait. Wait, I need some water. Hold on. Yeah, Hassan got a fucking 4th grade reading level, bastard. No, check it. I was about to say something. I just started laughing. Can you imagine my ass going to the bank and I'm at the fucking ATM and a motherfucker tapped me on my shoulder and say, hey, bro, I see you got a couple dollars in there. Hey, why don't you go ahead and pull out 100 so I can go ahead and get me something to eat and shit? Did this motherfucker just tap me on my shoulder? Like, hey, you got it, bro. Hey, why don't you go ahead and, because that's how I feel like they doing Kwame. Yo, Kwame. Hey, you got it, bro. Why don't you go ahead and do this? Do this for the black community and do that for the... Bro, get your big ass, get your ass back. Get, fuck it. Motherfucker. Hold on. Motherfucker. Get your ass. Can you imagine the audacity of a motherfucker? Strangers you've never met. Strangers in the night. Can you imagine strangers you've never met tapping you on your shoulder, saying, hey, why don't you go ahead and let me get a couple dollars? I don't know who the fuck you is. Who are you? So I actually had somebody do that. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you just like that's how I feel when people start saying what Kwame Brown should be doing. And I'm like, this man don't have to do a motherfucking thing for you or nobody else. The fact of the matter is, if he wants to come back and give time, give money, give effort, give energy, man, salute. I appreciate that. Because he's going to benefit someone that you decided that you didn't want to benefit. He taking time out that a lot of motherfuckers who are talking about Kwame don't want to do. And I notice that a lot of these content creators ain't doing half the shit or half of the positive shit or talking about half of the shit that this man is talking about. I noticed that. They not letting people share their videos. They're not advertising people. They've been on social media for years and ain't helped nobody except themselves. Entitlement is real. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Y'all know what I'm saying is the motherfucking truth. Can you imagine a motherfucker asking you or not even asking you, demanding that you take the money that you earned, that you work for? You've become a millionaire, okay? Or you're wealthy. And a motherfucker tell you what you need to do with your money. Can you imagine my reaction? Can you imagine my reaction? I will become an instant savage. I don't give a fuck if we was at church and it was the pastor. I would say, motherfucker, if you don't get your punk ass up out of here with that bullshit. Well, come on, brother Mario. You should listen, first of all, I ain't your motherfucking brother. You don't look nothing like my brothers. You need to get that damn Jerry Curl out your motherfucking head. You should be happy with what you got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like black people be demanding other black people do shit to benefit them, but they ain't doing half of the shit that they demanding happens. They say I don't trust no pastor now. I don't trust too many pastors neither, man. They have to do the same in their community. Exactly. You exactly right. You exactly right. Most of the people that want you to do shit in the community, they don't have any invested interest in the community. Do you understand me? Half of y'all motherfuckers ain't millionaires. Hold on, wait. Hold up. Half of y'all motherfuckers ain't millionaires. I appreciate y'all hitting the like button. Thank you. Half of y'all ain't millionaires. You have a millionaire that is talking about doing shit in communities that you're from, that you don't go back to, that you don't invest time in, that you don't worry about. God damn, motherfucker. And then got the motherfucking audacity to tell him, well, yeah, and go fix some shit, Kwame. Hurry your big feet ass up and get down there and fix some shit. Since you're having a shoe drive, I want you to do a bake sale too. After the bake sale, I want you to fix the church windows. After that, I want you to go down to the schools and buy some computers. We're going to use your money to fix the shit I should have invested time into. But don't worry about what I do, Kwame. I'm worrying about what your ass do with your money. The audacity. If the day, like, Kwame, listen to me, goddammit. This the part I want you to play, goddammit. When Kwame say fuck y'all, I'ma laugh. When he goes live and say fuck y'all, I'm out. And drops the mic. Fuck it, I'm out. Since what I'm doing ain't good enough, fuck it, I'm out. He gonna Dave Chappelle y'all ass. Y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be mad as shit. If he Dave Chappelle y'all ass and just disappear, what about the shoe drive, Kwame? What about the church bake sale, Kwame? I'm just saying. Drop the mic, Kwame. Just, I ain't gonna drop this water because I don't fuck my goddamn shit up. Fuck. Gotta pay for hotel food. Y'all gonna be mad. Y'all gonna be mad if he say, hey, fuck it, I'm out. Dave Chappelle. Disappear on y'all ass. Go to goddamn Acapulco or some shit. But I noticed that a lot of people who are screaming and hollering about what Kwame's doing, they ain't doing half the shit he doing right now. I'm just saying. I appreciate that. I'm just saying. My thought process is you don't have to be a bona fide community activist or a community leader. You don't have to have millions of dollars. And in the community that you stay in, you don't have to be volunteering all the time. The thought process is, are you doing something? And I notice that a lot of the people that don't like Kwame Brown, there are people that do nothing. Like their content on their channel is bullshit. It's fuck shit. It's really fuck shit. Like, I'm going to talk about all these fucking celebrities and this and this and this. Like, they ain't building nobody. Get the fuck out of here. That's an extension of Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta Housewives. Like, bro, come on. You a grown-ass man talking about these celebrities. Stop clout chasers. Exactly. You ain't building nobody up. But see, here's the thing. This is my problem. Like, I don't care what your content's about. But I guess my problem is that when you clearly see that someone is trying to be positive, they're not perfect, but they're trying to be positive. You take more time to tear them down, more time to hate on them, and more time to disrespect them. You disrespect their parents, their children, their character, their job, their significant others. That is what your claim to fame is. That's what I don't like. That's the issue that I have with a lot of these content creators. They want to do all of these things to disrespect you instead of just saying, well, that's not my lane, what Kwame does, but I'm not going to hate on it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to support him, but you ain't got to hate on him. And I think that people don't understand that you can disagree with someone and not disrespect them. I don't have to like what you do on social media, but that don't mean I need to disrespect you. That don't mean I need to do a whole video disrespecting you. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these content creators. And I really wish that YouTube did a better job at dismantling hate speech. Because until Kwame Brown showcases something to me as a man that showcases he is not a genuine person, his integrity is not where it should be at, I'm all for what he does. I appreciate what he does because I realize he doesn't have to do it. He doesn't have to do it. And here's my thought process. The shoe drive in Georgia has nothing to do with New York, where I'm from. Has nothing to do with Houston, where I'm from. So those shoes that he's gathering for that shoe drive may not even affect where I'm at in my community. However, he's affecting a community that he does not have to. So all I have to do is sit back and say, you know what, bro? You motherfucking right. Do your thing. Anybody who knows anything about business, you don't use your money to make money. Use other people's money to make money. Have you ever heard that? Do I have any business majors in here? Any business majors? Use somebody else's money to invest. Use somebody else's money to move forward and get things done. Ricky in the building. Well, if I'm going to create a shoe drive and I'm going to do these things or whatever, why wouldn't I ask the community to help the community? Because you never know. Kwame Brown might say, okay, all the money that's raised for the shoe drive, let's say it's $20,000 raised for the shoe drive. He may double that. He may triple that. You see what I'm saying? Some things you don't have to put out to tell everybody. Some things you just do. Like I know a lot of people who invest into the community and they don't go live talking about it. You ever see those people? Hold on. You ever see those people who be trying to help people on the street and they be just like this in the person's face? Hey, I'm giving you this $5 so you can go get something to eat. You ever see this shit? Like they're recording this shit? Like they got the fucking phone all up in the motherfucker's face. Like, bro, there ain't nothing sincere about that shit. There ain't no real shit. Ain't nothing sincere about that. When I'm passing out motherfucking shit, goddamn food and stuff like that, I'm not, oh yeah, hold on for a minute before I give you these potatoes. Come over here. Like, no, bro, that's not, you know, that's nothing, it's nothing cool about that. And people be doing shit like that, and that kind of gets up under my motherfucking skin. Ricky says some people that I help I don't even know. Definitely. Kwame in the building, man. What's up, man? But listen, man, I don't know if you caught that or whatever, man. But you know what? The day that Kwame decides to say, drops the mic on these motherfuckers and do a Dave Chappelle and say, fuck it, if y'all don't appreciate what I'm doing, fucking I'm out. Peace. Deuces. I'ma laugh. I'm a motherfucking laugh because my thought process is when someone takes the time out to do something that they don't have to do, and they show a certain level of love and loyalty and respect for other things, that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. And I think that people should sit back and take the time out to really appreciate the fact that this man ain't got to do that shit. And there's a lot of men and women who should be doing more that don't do shit at all. But nobody's calling them out. Nobody's making videos about them. Nobody's doxing them, disrespecting them. And I notice that the same people that are making these videos saying, I'm going to hate on Kwame, they don't have no track record of helping people. They don't have no track record of building people. They don't have no track record of motherfucking promoting people. What they do is they bash black women, they bash black men, they bash the black community, and they think that you are so stupid, you are so dumb that you're going to sit there for another 5 years and applaud them like they saying something magnificent. No, we're tired of that bullshit. People are leveling up for real, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, and they're saying your content ain't cutting it. That's why you're mad. That's why you're counting this man's super chats. You're calling him a bust. You're saying all of these things, but really, you don't know how to make people level up for real. You're a one-trick pony. You're a one-hit wonder. And you're mad because people are realizing that. Watching Kwame, watching Tough Love, watching all of these other guys, they're exposing the fucking shenanigans. They're exposing the rhetoric like, oh, maybe it's time we level up for real. Maybe it's time we start building with black women. Maybe it's time we start building with black men. Maybe we start putting our efforts into the black community and stop sitting online, sending super chats to motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about the black community. Matter of fact, they're wishing that all black people get killed. At some point in time, you got to do better. At some point in time, you got to put your actions motherfucking into effort. You can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. Now, I don't expect you guys to come to Texas and be like, oh, well, I'm here to help save Texas. No, I expect you to do stuff in your communities. The thought process is when you don't do anything for anybody else, but when you demand that whoever is doing something, they do it the way you want them to do it. I think that is absolutely unrealistic and dumb as fuck. Appreciate what people do. Appreciate the time that people take. I don't give a fuck if the dude had hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. The fact that he's putting the time and the effort in to motherfucking make a difference. Let's talk about making a difference. Let me drink my fucking water. What the fuck does that mean, really? What does making a difference really mean? Well, here's it. We are facing a lot of fucking shit. We can go police brutality. We could go goddamn systematic racism. We could talk about all of that. We could talk about all that shit. But what is really making a difference? Ladies and gentlemen, it's how we treat one another. That's the real difference. It's how we treat one another. All of this hate, all of this disrespect, all of this, let me make hundreds of videos. I don't care if it's just one video. The fact of the matter is, I am not going to sit down and hate on a man that is doing something. I'm not going to hate on a one. I don't care what color they are. If anything, I'm going to applaud you. If anything, I'm going to promote you. The fact of the matter is, people don't know how to share the spotlight. They don't know how to share the spotlight. They don't know how to let somebody else lead. They don't know how to be a follower. They don't know how to say it's not my time anymore. How we treat one another. Do you have a genuine concern for building other people? Do you have a genuine respect for how you talk to people? When you walk down the street, do you speak to people? Do you shake people's hand firmly and look them in the eyes and say, good morning, I am such and such? A lot of us, we hide behind gimmicks, we hide behind statuses, we hide behind everything else, and our name is not our creed. Like it's like we always have to put something with our name to make it sound more versus our name. I appreciate that. Thank you. Everyone wants to be a chief and not an Indian, and that's on period. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, I really want to see, and it's not just black people, I really want to see people grow. I want to see people genuinely happy. I want to see people really promote one another. I want to see people just really be excited about life. It is so many things as a child, growing up in foster homes, group homes, juvenile detention centers. Like, I've been through a lot of shit on top of 20 years in the military. Iraq, Afghanistan. Like, I've seen people get they shit. What he say? Get their snot box right. Like, I've seen that shit. They TV turned off. I've seen that shit. I've seen it. You want to talk about abuse? We could talk about, there's not a lot of shit that I can't talk about, which is why I'm so adamant about people really having a genuine concern. So if Kwame Brown has a genuine concern about helping people, stop trying to tell him how he should help people. Let the man fucking help people how he wants to help people, because it's going to help somebody. Do your part. That's what's important. You do your part. Stop demanding what he should do, and you do your part. Because here's the thing. Hey, Kwame, you gonna cover the left side? Cool. I'm gonna cover the right side. And I'm hoping that somebody covers the middle and somebody covers the back. We all play our part. That's what this is about. We all do our part. You can't expect one man to carry the world, to fix all black people problems over the night, when you got all these other celebrities that don't give two fucks. Do you hear Lil Nas X talking about the black community? Thank you for your service. We appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. I'm really, really, really focusing my platform on empowering men, women, and children of all colors, races, and creed. I need y'all help with this. I need y'all help with this. Tough love is not just about having a harsh conversation. It's about being patient enough to listen. And we have not been doing a great job at listening to one another. We as people have done a lot of things to disrespect one another, whereas we are so busy pointing the finger and deflecting, we never really realize what we've done to fuck over each other. Men are guilty. Women are guilty. Our communities are guilty. And at this point in time, we have to see it at a certain level of humility and say, you know what? Let's just build. Let's do better. So I'm going to do my part. I'm going to do my part. It actually starts more than just this channel, but I'm going to continue to do my part. I'm hoping that you do yours. But again, to the people like Kwame Brown that are their message, people are sharing their message and promoting their message or whatever. Salute to you all. But don't get discouraged. Stay consistent. Stay loyal to what it is that you say that you're about. And don't let other people distract you. I am a strong-willed person, so it ain't going to be too much that distract me. Everybody ain't like me. Okay? A lot of you all have a message, but you're too scared to say anything about it because you feel like, well, suppose they don't like me. Suppose they don't like my message. Suppose they don't support me. I say speak. Speak with your conviction, speak with your motivation, speak with your life experience, speak with your institutional knowledge, speak with your street smarts, speak with your common sense. Speak. Because your message is going to resonate with someone. If you got people like Hassan Campbell that got a following, people like Tommy Sotomayor that got a following, you know what I'm saying? Then why wouldn't you have a tough love in a Kwame Brown? Why wouldn't you have something to balance out the narrative of we need to work together? We need to stop working against each other. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to work with each other. I'm hoping that this message resonate. I'm hoping that you guys continue to support the Tough Love movement. I appreciate you all. Don't lose focus. There are people out there. Let's turn our mess into a message and our test into a testimony. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We need to build together. We need to build together. So I really appreciate everybody for stopping by. And I'm proud of you all just for sitting and listening to the message. To me, that's just the first step. Just the first step. Now you take the message and let it resonate elsewhere. Get some people in here to listen to it. Share the message. And do everything you can to support people with a good message and a positive message. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tough Love. I'm Mario J. Until next time, a daughter. I appreciate y'all. I holla.